Peace to everybody, back with another video. This is two children, ages 7 and 9, butchered to death by their own mother, Arizona police say. Yeah, so they're children that were the ages of 7 and 9. The mother butchered them in Arizona, and this is what the police are saying. And of course, here is the crime scene, I do believe, as you can see here. A mother has been arrested after police say she killed her two children with a meat cleaver Saturday. Yes, so the mother was arrested after police say she killed her two children with a meat cleaver, and this happened Saturday. Cops were called to the 4100 block of South Mill Avenue, and officers found a deceased 9-year-old and 7-year-old inside the apartment. Yeah, so the cops were called. This happened at the 4100 block of South Mill Avenue, and officers, they did find a deceased 9-year-old and a 7-year-old inside the apartment. Police say the mother, Yu Inao, threatened to kill her husband during an argument about money to move to Japan before the fatal attack. So yeah, so that's what the police are saying, that the mother threatened to kill her husband during an argument about money to move to Japan before the fatal attack. And now has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. So yeah, so now the mother has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, and this is the mother right here who killed her 2 children with the meat cleaver that happened Saturday. Arizona Central reported at the house, officers found large amounts of blood near a bedroom and found the bodies of the 2 children partially covered with blankets. Self-defense wounds, including cuts from a sharp object and some amputations, were found on the bodies that told a story of a violent attack, the statement read. Yes, so that's what the statement read. At the house, officers found large amounts of blood near a bedroom, so there was a lot of blood all over the place. It found the bodies of the 2 children partially covered by blankets, and self-defense wounds, including cuts from a sharp object, and some amputations were found on the bodies. After waking up to the scene, Inao says she took a bath and went to a local police station around 7:30 a.m., the statement explained. So the mother woke up, she took a bath, and she went to a local police station around 7:30 in the morning. Police previously said Inao flagged down an officer at the department's Apache substation near Broadway Road and McClintock Drive, and said she was hearing voices telling her to kill her kids. Carbajo said. Yes, so the police, they have previously said Inao flagged down the officer at the department's Apache substation near Broadway Road and McClintock Drive, and she told the officer that she was hearing voices telling her to kill her kids. Officers saw cuts and blood on Inao that they say match up with the scene. In her car, police found a bag with bloody clothes and a meat cleaver, which they believe was used in the attack, according to the statement. Alright, so according to the officers, they saw cuts and blood on Inao, and that they match up with the scene. They also said in her car, police found a bag with bloody clothes and a meat cleaver, which they believe was used in the attack, according to the statement. Inao and her husband have filed for divorce in April, but were still sharing the house while living in separate rooms, police said on Sunday. The husband claims when he left, the children were asleep and had no concerns that Inal would harm them. He says he slept in his car and was not at the house at the time of the attack, the statement read. Yes, so the wife and husband have filed for divorce in April. I guess they just couldn't get along because she wanted to move back to Japan or whatever, but the husband said no. But who knows? But they were still sharing a house while living in separate rooms. So he had his own room, she had her own room. Police said on Sunday, the husband claims when he left, the children were asleep. So the children were asleep when he left and had no concerns that Inal would harm them. He says he slept in his car and was not at the house. So he was not at the house. He was in his car sleeping. He was slept in his car all this time. All right. And not at the house. At the time of the attack, the statement read. So that's what the statement read. All right. So again, here is the crime scene of what it took happen. It was very tragic what officers encountered this morning. Obviously, we're trying to support the father through this, as well as our officers that are just dealing with this horrific incident for something this traumatic to happen to them. And what they must have gone through to prior to that or during that is something that we can't quantify, said Tempe Police Sergeant Steve Carbajal. But we have a lot of officers right now that are struggling. So there's a lot of officers struggling about what is going on. That it was a very tragic what officers encountered this morning. Obviously, we're trying to support the father through this. So the father was very upset about what happened with the children and what the mother has done to the children, as well as our officers that are just dealing with this horrific innocence. So the officers have to go through it too. So you can't deny the fact that these children were butchered to death by their own mother. And of course, prior to that or during that is something that we can't even quantify, said Tempe Police Sergeant Steve Carbajal. But we have a lot of officers right now that are struggling. So there's a lot of officers that are going to go through all this mess. And here's the suspect's picture. This is her mugshot. This is the mother who killed her 7- and 9-year-old children with a meat cleaver. I mean, this is pathetic what she has done. And of course, here's the videos that I'm not going to play because it's not worth playing of it. But this is the mother who killed her children, and she's been arrested for doing that. And this was posted on the Facebook. So this is one sick person that would do that to their own children. Very sick. I don't know what's going to happen with her, but I think she'll probably get life in prison. I don't know. I can't confirm anything right now with this. But all I know is she's been arrested. She's probably sitting in jail without bail right now. And it's a first-degree murder that she has done. Leave your comments below. I am out.